which at the moment is set to pan. Below that, again, just like on the console, select solo mute and the fader. These all update in real time, so if you want to impress your friends or clients or just have nothing better to do, you can twist that and have the fader go up and down by itself. And you can either tell people it's ghosts, or that you're magic, or that you have crazy mind powers, and if they don't pay up on time and in full, you'll blow their head up with your crazy mind powers. That's what I usually do, and it's very effective, I might add. The other great thing that this has on it, if you look across the bottom here, if I can make that come into focus, is there's a few more shortcut things. Plugins lets you access the 16 digital effect plugins built into the board. Setup, don't worry about, that's kind of preferences. Snapshots, we talked about snapshots before. If you hit snapshots, if I can find snapshots, here we go, boink, you'll see you get a screen, and this will show you the snapshots you took. For example, here's the little snapshot that we made earlier, and if you click on the gray, it'll pop that snapshot back up. There's also a lock. If you see this edit menu, you can add a new snapshot, you can delete a snapshot, save it under a different name, or if you select one like this, you can actually lock the snapshot, and you'll see that the little lock icon is now closed, and that means you can't accidentally overwrite it, which is awfully nice for setting up your basic tracks and so forth, in case you have butterfingers and like to just randomly close your eyes and do things. So and of course there's a switch that makes that go away. Further on our tour of the bottom, we have the surround sound, which the Mackie is capable of 5.1, 6.1, and 7.1, which we're not talking about today, so don't even look at that. Autolocator, we talked about that as well. Again, it has its own window and works pretty much just like the snapshot window. From here, you can use its controls to add a snapshot, delete a snapshot, etc., etc., and the functions for that are right down here at the bottom. New queue, we'll just drop it in, delete queue, renumber, puts them in order. Yeah, go away. And that's it. We can get rid of that too. We also have the mix editor down at the bottom. The mix editor will give you a view very much like you would get on a sequencer workstation. At the moment there's nothing in this, but this is where your automation shows up, and it's the typical lines and dots, and you can grab them and move them around just like you would in Digital Performer or Pro Tools or any other sequencer. The only difference is, since the audio is stored on a separate machine, you will not have the automation overlaid on top of waveforms. So it's a little more not difficult to use, but a little less intuitive exactly where you are in the waveform, but it works exactly the same. Next up, on the bottom here, we see the fat channel. This is the most important one that you'll be looking at all the time. This is simply a blow-up of everything on the channel strip that we talked about before. Up top, we have the 4-band EQ section. Down on the bottom left, we have the compressor and the noise gate with all of its controls. In the middle, we have all of our track and bus assign switches, as well as phase reverse and inserts. There's also a provision, if you look on the bottom there, for using one band of your EQ as a sidechain key, so that you can, for example, turn your compressor into a de-esser. You have the 12 aux ends available right there, your fader, of course, and your digital trim, and the pan to the channel, and solo and mute. So basically all the things that are on the channel and all the things that are in the Mackie's fat channel display right here, and they both update each other when you play with them. So this is the graphic view of that. Finally, we have panning. This shows you all your channels panned in 5.1. If you're not using 5.1, you don't care about that either. Faders shows you all 48 faders at once without changing banks. Again, useful if you like such things. Track sheet gives you a very involved track sheet for all 72 channels of the board. Each one, if you click on the number, also gives you the opportunity to write in 8 separate notes for that channel. You can export this as HTML or as a text file if such things appeal to you. Finally, the one that says desktop gets all of this crap out of the way. Speaking of crap, you'll see Mackie has a toilet. This is their version of the trash can. The only difference is this, and this is very important. When you drag a file to the trash, there is no empty trash, there is no flush toilet. It is instantly gone. So do not ever drag a file in there unless you're positive you want to get rid of it. There is no retrieving it. Up here is the floppy disk icon that shows you what's in the floppy drive, which at the moment is nothing. And the hard drive, which when you click on it, shows you the contents of your hard drive. And the part that we're interested in, and this also shows up in your open session dialog, is the folder here that says Session 5, which has all of our console files in it. The one that says Wave Cave is the one that has client files in it. Test files is things that we may get rid of just to try stuff out when we're fooling around. And the startup files are sort of basic templates. If you open up Wave Cave, you'll see that every client should have a file. Left-handed Goal, that's not the correct name for them. I apologize in advance if they ever see this. Kyle, who has his own folder, and TWC templates, the Wave Cave templates, and in here will be a list of templates.